Doug Orr, the heir of Apocalypse, revelation right here, joins the X-Men and Scott shakes his hand. But by doing this caused an event, and this is 10 years in the future, Scott, probably telling him, do not let him join. The dawn of the Age of Revelation is finally here. I like this premise right now, how Apocalypse is on Mars right now, if I'm not mistaken. Charles is doing the Imperial stuff, and this is both their heirs. Scott right now in Alaska just got arrested or is still in jail from fighting Agent Lund, and Paul Robbins finally let him free. She was on the ruse with Scott to make sure the mutants don't get too much, I guess, attention, so they played fair and make sure Scott gets arrested with Agent Lund. Illyana shows up through a portal. She's like, we good, Scott? Paula says, we're good. And Magic's like, I'm not talking to you, cop. I'm talking to Scott. Illyana, calm down. Paula, the cop, is with us. And Scott says, I appreciate the support, Illyana, trying to get me out of jail, but you could have got me out at any time. Now, since you're here, I guess something bad happened. So let me know what happened. Back at the factory, Fitzroy is back in jail because of the last issue and hold the X-Men take down the Jumpstart. And Psylocke is like, listen, they had to calm me down. I wanted to take you down and rip you up in pieces. Oh, the X-Men, prisoning mutants now. How the mighty have fallen. Psylocke tells Tempest, we can give Fitzroy to the Helions and create a treaty between us and, you know, make Fitzroy gone and we get a friendship over it. Juggernaut is helping Glob to put more reservoirs to the food area for the factory. And if you guys don't know, Glob is actually a vegetarian. He doesn't eat meat, but Juggernaut, he loves eating meat. Kane, I know you're not talking about keeping one of my chickens. I use them for eggs. You have to forgive the Juggernaut, Glob. He's always been far too eager to get blood on his hands. That's when Hank McCoy shows up and he finds out that Jennifer Starkey in the last issue saw Juggernaut kill someone. In the last issue, Illyana actually got Jennifer Starkey and Quinn Quire right here to find the Jumpstart. And we find this out by Sugarman with Fitzroy at the Jumpstart because Fitzroy is working with Sugarman, but Sugarman is working with Apocalypse. And Sugarman wants Jennifer Starkey. This was the whole plan because back in Detroit, that's where Jennifer Starkey was. She was a mutant and the Jumpstart tried to attack her. The X-Men took out our last target. So I shut off the sonic shielding around you so the X-Men will find out where you at. No, you wouldn't? Haha, I did, and they'll be here soon. Bye-bye, Fitzroy. Good luck, Fitzroy. I'm off to check my other projects. And we see Fitzroy saying, Upstarts, come now, I need help. And the X-Men show up with Illyana. We have to remember this as well, is that Jennifer Starkey is afraid of the Upstarts because of the whole Detroit situation. So she actually wants to come here to take them down, so she will not be afraid of them anymore. Now we got the Upstarts versus the X-Men. The X-Men are actually getting their ass beat right here, and Quentin Quire gets inside of Jennifer Starkey's mind to give her confidence to turn into this animalistic form and attack Fitzroy. Slice him up and push him in the wall. How does it feel to be so weak? How does it feel to be so helpless? Not very good. But let me ask you this, new girl. How does it feel to be strong? To have someone at your mercy? Meanwhile, the Juggernaut actually destroys Ocelot's head. He rips it off. And it's because he was teasing the Juggernaut, saying that he got soft for joining the X-Men. At the end of the story, though, we actually see Sugarman going to Arakko, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe this is where Apocalypse is at right now. Back to the main story. Beast and Juggernaut have a conversation about should the X-Men kill people. Beast says we shouldn't, but Juggernaut's like, I had to protect my own. And this is war that we're in. But Beast claims that letting Jennifer Starkey see that is traumatizing for her. She's just a kid. We can't let this happen. Look, McCoy, Jen had to get out there, had to face the Upstarts, or she'll never stop being scared of them. No one twisted her arm. She wanted to go, to face her fears. She wanted to be an X-Man, Beast. Kane, you tore off Ocelot's head off right in front of her, and Kane's like, yeah, and I'll do it again. How many mutants did the Upstarts kill, Hank? How many more would they have killed if I didn't stop them? And I agree with Kane here. Beast, though, is like, we're not the death squad, though, Kane. And Kane says something really interesting here. And it's not even my fight, as everyone can tell. I ain't a mutant. But even if it ain't my fight, it's a fight that we gotta fight together. You all said that back on Krakoa. This is war we're talking about. Death is the cause of all this. Didn't Charles teach you that one? What a joke that turned out to be, huh? Maybe he should have been honest with you. All mutants are at war, and in war, people die. This is when Beast is like, God, man, when did people get so comfortable for killing people? Magneto right now is actually playing chess with Quentin Quire. That's when Illyana brings in Cyclops from the jail cell, and Scott figures out they took down the Jumpstarts without him. Listen, Scott, while you were gone, I'm technically the leader here, and I thought we had the chance to take down the upstarts, and we took it. We gambled. You weren't here because you were too busy playing Agent Lund's game by his rules, so I made the call. And as a former great captain of Krakoa, and Scott's like, all right. What's the casualties? She tells Scott, yeah, Juggernaut killed someone. We see Quentin Quire, he's stitched up, he's okay, and we have Fitzroy in prison. That's when Psylocke and Tempest show up, and Scott's like, hold on, Psylocke, you're supposed to be the team leader, not her. What happened? I am the leader, Scott, or second in command, but I like when my teammates take initiative, all right? Okay, time to get it together, X-Men. Since the second Iron Knight, we've all been scattered. We need to be together on this. Scott then gets a call from Glob. Someone's at the front door of the factory. And it's Doug right here, the Revelation, Bay, and Warlock asking to join the X-Men. Hello, Doug. It's been a while. Scott, it's good to see you, man. We came a long way to be here with you. You have gone some undergoing changes, huh? Are you heir to the apocalypse, or you Doug Ramsey? At first, Bay right here gets pissed off, but Revelation or Doug is like, just relax. Let me speak to him. I am Doug Ramsey, Cypher, the New Mutants, the X-Factor Man, the X-Men, but I'm also the Revelation, heir to Apocalypse. And I understand the feeling, but I am here to see the heir of Charles Xavier, which he's talking about Scott here. At first, Scott's like, that's not funny, and Doug's like, come on, yes it is. Your leader, your Charles Xavier is in space. Mine, he's on another planet. We got this planet all to our own. Let's work together. Scott's like, listen, the X-Men has really never been a democracy. But for this, I am the team leader. I will choose the vote by asking everybody on the team if they will accept you on the team. Majority of people say yes, and Scott's like, very well. Then yes, you can join the X-Men. Right before Scott was about to shake Doug's hand, he gets like a weird psychic spike in his mind. Oh! Quentin Quire, though, says it's not a telepathic attack. It's like a whole brain is out of the phase. Like, what does that even mean? At the end, we see Scott screaming in the sky and see a vision of 10 years in the future in the Age of Revelation right there as well. If I had to guess, it's Scott from the future trying to tell his old self not to accept this deal.